Hello, TubeMix here, and I wanted to pay tribute to the great Terry Hall, who recently passed away. If you've been to a Halloween party, or you grew up in the late 70s and 80s, or just love that kind of music, then Terry Hall has probably soundtracked a lot of that. Of course, first in the specials, with hits such as Ghost Town, and a cover of Dandy Livingstone's A Message to You, Rudy. And here's a fun fact for you. Rico Rodriguez, the trombonist on that, played on the original Dandy Livingstone version. So yeah, there's a fun fact for you if you're doing a quiz. And I do love reggae, and of course the specials were part of the UK reggae scene in the late 70s and early 80s with the Beat, or the English Beat, and Madness and the Selector and groups like that, and then UB40 of course. So such a massive part of that scene. And I listened to their version of Monkey Man actually, originated by Toots and the Maytals, or maybe you may know the Wiggles and Kylie Minogue, or Amy Winehouse did a version. Anyway, it's such a great version. There's such a great party atmosphere, and they're absolutely loving it and just going absolutely mental in a great way. I do recommend you check that out. And Ghost Town, it's an essential pick for Halloween, isn't it? And A Message to You, Rudy, is such a great feel-good track as well. After the specials, he formed Fun Boy Free with a couple of the fellow members of the specials. Now the specials continued, but they became the Special, aka. Although why they call themselves that, because the specials, aka, also known as the specials, it doesn't really work, does it? Anyway, Fun Boy Free, with songs like The Lunatics Have Taken Over the Asylum. That's a great title, isn't it? It Ain't What You Do, It's the Way That You Do It. They covered that with Bananarama. It's thanks to Terry really, but Bananarama really, their career has kicked off, which is so brilliant. And they were brilliant on that, of course, and really saying something. I think Terry repaid the favour by Fun Boy Free doing backing vocals for Bananarama, doing Really Saying Something, which is just great. And they also covered Our Lips Are Sealed, which was originally a hit for the Go-Jo's, which was Belinda Carlisle's group. They didn't have a hit with it over here, but a big hit for Fun Boy Free, and such a great 80s track. Terry had such a distinctive voice. I heard on Radio 2, Joe Wiley was playing, it was some charity thing, and it was him singing Dream a Little Dream of Me with, I can't remember the female singer. I'd never heard of her. I'd never had heard of her, but it was so brilliant, and his voice was just so distinctive. There was no one that really sounded quite like him really at all. I mean, there's loads of singers sound like other singers, but Terry was one of those voices that were just so distinctive, and yeah, I really do enjoy his music. It was after a short illness, just at the age of 63, so gone way too soon. But the great thing about him is through his music he gets to live on, and hopefully for generations to come people will enjoy and discover the music of the specials. I mean, look, it's happened with Kate Bush, and yes, I know she's still around, but the point is, young people may discover some great track from the late 70s or 80s, the reggae or the stuff with Fun Boy Free, and may just absolutely get to love an appreciation of Terry Hall and his music. And The Colourfields, Thinking of You, a fantastic track as well. It starts off as a bossa nova sort of, if you were to have cocktails too, but it's such a great track. I do recommend you listen to that as well. So my condolences to Terry's family, and I've heard a lot of Terry's music as a Radio 2 listener, but also as someone who's really enjoyed reggae. Reggae for me is one of the most feel-good genres. Yes, I know a lot of reggae is about there's a lot of politics in reggae, but reggae for me is also just such a feel-good, you know, so many just fantastic songs, and Terry with the Specials, of course, helped with that. And there's lots of great tributes from Madness's Twitter account, you know, spoke very highly of him, and Tim Burgess from the Charlatans has also spoke very highly of him. So many lovely tributes, and nothing but I haven't heard anything bad about Terry in the tributes. Everyone said just what a warm. Gary Davis, the former Radio 1 DJ, now Radio 2 DJ, and former Top of the Pops presenter, met him a couple of times, said he was quiet, but what a lovely guy. So yeah, absolutely just amazing, and we'll miss you, Terry, but of course thank you for the music. And you know, in tribute I listened to the Specials version, Monkey Man, Ghost Town, A Message to You, Rudy, and then I listened to Funboy Free with Bananarama, and then I listened to The Colourfields, Thinking of You, and just so much good music. And of course the 70s and 80s, so much fantastic music, and I absolutely love most of the music from that decade, and yeah, it's thanks to Terry, I guess, that's helped along with that as well. So Terry, rest well then. Thank you on behalf of, I'm sure, everybody watching, and thank you for the memories and the music, and with that, you know, you'll live on. Right, well, that's it for my tribute to Terry Hall. I hope you, you know, maybe you could put in the comments your memories of listening to the Specials. Maybe you bought Ghost Town on vinyl. Maybe you bought any of the singles on vinyl, or maybe you've just recently discovered them and discovered the joys of the music. I'd love to hear from you. So if you want to, feel free to drop in the comments below, you know, any great memories of listening to Terry Hall, whether it's Funboy Free, Bananarama, Funboy Free, either with or without Bananarama, the Specials, the Colourfield, and yeah, maybe you even went to see him live. I'd love to get your thoughts and memories. So yeah, if you want to, feel free to drop in the comments below, and yeah, I'd love to see them. Right, that's it for this video. The next video, well, as of this video, I've just finished recording my links for TubeMix's Highlights of the Year 2022. It's some of the best bits, because it's been such a busy year on the channel. And I also do have some potential news. Maybe, now we're not quite sure yet, but maybe we might be doing another quiz. It won't be live streamed, but perhaps it will be back on the YouTube channel. I will let you know. I will post on Instagram and Twitter to inform you. But yes, it will be a pre-record, and so yeah, maybe the quiz will be back. But yes, TubeMix's Highlights of the Year, that'll be on New Year's Eve. That's the plan, and it's just some of the best moments I look back on through such a busy year on the channel. So I'm looking forward for you to see that, and I hope you're going to enjoy it, and some of the moments that I've picked. Right, thank you for watching. If you want to, like, share, comment and subscribe to the TubeMix YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.